Welcome, and thanks for joining me on Tales on the Couch, an episode that tells stories of true love and true crime in less than 10 minutes. I'm Dr. Heather Wisdom, your host on this bonus episode from The Wisdom of Sex. Today, we explore a case that gripped the nation with its shocking twists and turns. It's the story of Jodi Arias and Travis Alexander, a tale of love, obsession, betrayal, and ultimately a gruesome murder. What led to this tragedy and how did it play out in court? Join me on the couch and let's unravel the events of this dangerous affair. The story. In June of 2008, the brutal murder of 30-year-old Travis Alexander shook the community of Mesa, Arizona. He was found dead in his shower with multiple stab wounds, a gunshot to the head, and his throat slit. The person responsible for this horrific act was revealed to be none other than his ex-girlfriend, Jodi Arias, a name that would become synonymous with one of the most sensational murder trials in recent memory. To understand how this tragedy unfolded, we need to go back to 2006. That year, Travis Alexander, a charismatic motivational speaker and devout Mormon, met Jodi Arias, a striking and ambitious young woman, at a business convention in Las Vegas. Their connection was instant and intense, sparking a passionate relationship marked by highs and lows. But behind the romance was a darker reality. Travis reportedly wanted to maintain appearances within his faith, and their relationship was often a secret, fraught with jealousy, emotional manipulation, and breakups. It's important to note that Travis, due to being a devout member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, LDS Church, reportedly had aspirations of finding a partner within his faith to settle down with. His relationship with Jodi Arias was marked by secrecy and complexity due to his religious values and their sexual relationship. Expert insights. Many who followed the case have speculated on the toxic dynamic between Jodi and Travis. Psychologists and forensic experts testified during the trial, exploring Jodi's behaviors and state of mind. Some pointed to a pattern of obsessive tendencies, extreme jealousy, and her struggles with self-esteem. Meanwhile, friends of Travis described him as a man torn between his religious values and his desires, suggesting a complicated mix of guilt and passion in their relationship. The crime and discovery. On June 4, 2008, Travis Alexander failed to show up for a planned conference call, raising suspicions among his friends. Days later, he was discovered dead in his home. The evidence quickly led detectives to Jodi Arias, despite her initial denial of involvement. Chillingly, investigators found a digital camera in Travis's washing machine containing photos of the couple taken shortly before the murder. The camera also held disturbing images of the crime itself, placing Jodi at the scene. Initially, Arias denied any involvement, then later claimed two intruders killed Travis. The courtroom drama. What followed was a trial unlike any other. Jodi Arias took the stand in her own defense, claiming self-defense after alleged abuse by Travis, a narrative that shifted over time. The public and media were captivated by her demeanor, fluctuating from tearful recounts to a seemingly cold and calculating presence. Prosecutor Juan Martinez relentlessly cross-examined Arias, portraying her as a manipulative liar, while her defense team painted a picture of a woman pushed to the brink. It was a legal battle that showcased raw emotions, dramatic twists, and endless speculation. In-depth analysis. Why did this case captivate the public so profoundly? The case had all the elements of a sensational trial, a gruesome crime, a complicated relationship, allegations of abuse, and an unpredictable defendant. Media outlets fed on the details, turning it into a spectacle that captivated millions. Its mix of sex, religion, and extreme violence, elements that fueled intrigue and controversy. The trial raised questions about domestic abuse, media sensationalism, and the influence of public perception on legal proceedings. Jodi's actions, her evolving stories, and the graphic nature of the crime became tabloid fodder and a courtroom spectacle, ultimately leading to her conviction for first-degree murder in 2013. Practical takeaways and reflections. Reflecting on this case, we are reminded of the devastating consequences of toxic relationships and untreated emotional issues. Forensic evidence played a pivotal role in the conviction, highlighting the importance of technological advances in criminal investigations. But beyond the legal facts, this story serves as a cautionary tale about the depths of human emotion and the fine line between love and obsession. Trial outcome. After months of intense testimony, the highly publicized trial of Jodi Arias culminated in a dramatic verdict. On May 8, 2013, she was found guilty of first-degree murder for the killing of Travis Alexander. The jury's decision came after hearing extensive and often graphic evidence, including photographs, forensic data, and Jodi's shifting stories about what had transpired. This marked the beginning of a lengthy and emotional sentencing phase, which brought further media scrutiny. During the penalty phase, the jury was tasked with deciding whether to sentence Arias to death. However, they were unable to reach a unanimous decision. As a result, a retrial for sentencing was held in 2014, which again ended with a deadlocked jury. Ultimately, in 2015, the judge sentenced Jodi Arias to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The trial highlighted the complexities of the criminal justice system and revealed how high-profile cases can blur the lines between seeking justice and capturing public fascination. For many, the outcome delivered a sense of closure, while for others, it left lingering questions about Jodi's motives and the factors that led to such a horrific crime. Today, as of November 2024, Jodi Arias is serving a life sentence without the possibility of parole at the Perryville prison in Goodyear, Arizona. Arias has been incarcerated for over a decade. During her time in prison, Arias has engaged in various activities. She has worked as a library aide and has pursued her passion for art, creating and selling her artwork online. Her pieces, which include original paintings and prints, have been sold for prices ranging from $34 to $2,500. The Arizona Department of Corrections has acknowledged her art sales, noting that they do not violate any laws, as there is no direct link between her artwork and her crime. Arias has also maintained a presence on social media through her art, sharing her creations and engaging with followers. Despite her incarceration, she continues to attract attention and remains a subject of public interest. In March 2020, the Arizona Court of Appeals upheld her first-degree murder conviction and life sentence, rejecting her claims of prosecutorial misconduct and excessive media coverage. This decision has solidified her life sentence without the possibility of parole. Overall, Jodi Arias continues serving her sentence while engaging in artistic pursuits and maintaining public visibility through her artwork and online presence. Travis Alexander's family has endured immense hardship since his tragic death in 2008. During the trial of Jodi Arias, his siblings, including Stephen Alexander, delivered poignant statements detailing the profound impact of their brother's murder on their lives. Stephen recounted suffering from ulcers, depression, and nightmares, expressing a desire to move past the trauma. In 2015, a judge ordered Jodi Arias to pay approximately $30,000 in restitution to Travis's siblings to cover their travel expenses incurred during the lengthy trial. This amount was significantly less than the $100,000 initially requested, as not all necessary receipts were provided. Despite the ruling, it was acknowledged that Arias would likely be unable to pay the full amount due to her incarceration. In the years following the trial, Travis's family has largely maintained their privacy, focusing on healing and moving forward. They have occasionally participated in interviews and documentaries to honor Travis's memory and discuss the case's impact on their lives. Their resilience and commitment to preserving Travis's legacy continue to inspire those who have followed their story. Well, our time is up for today. Thank you for joining me for this quick dive into the Jodi Arias and Travis Alexander case, a bonus episode from the Wisdom of Sex. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and tune in next time as we uncover more gripping stories from the world of crime and justice. Stay safe, stay curious, and as always, stay wise. We'll see you next time.